What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Heat Barbecue. What I'm going to be doing today is a ghost chili pepper hot sauce. If you know me, you know I go through hot sauce like it's nobody's business. We just made 2 quarts of habanero hot sauce. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description. But we went through that in like 2 weeks. So anyway, one thing when you're making these ghost chili pepper hot sauces, or you know, Carolina Reapers or any of those super hot peppers, is you really want to like bump up this flavor, because you're only going to get a small amount of this sauce. So whatever we put in here, we want it to be a little bit exaggerated. So I'm going to bring you guys in so you can see what I'm working with, and then we'll get on to making it. Ingredients in this hot sauce: obviously we have our ghost chili peppers. I have about 12 of those in there. I'm going to be using carrots to kind of tone it down a little bit. We're going to bump it up with some garlic. I have some Mexican bay leaves. This is optional. You could use regular bay leaves if you want. I have some cumin, some onions that I just have rough chopped, and I have some peaches and some mango. You definitely want to have something sweet in there. Fresh oregano, salt, and vinegar. Now the vinegar you're going to want to kind of tailor to your own taste kind of later on in this process. And you know what, depending on how it comes out, I may or may not add a little bit of honey later. It just depends on how it's tasting. Hot sauces always seem to come out a little bit different, so this is something to kind of play by ear and make adjustments as necessary. Okay, my first step is going to be getting all these peppers into a saucepan. A skillet works fine if that's what you prefer. So I'm going to get that in here. Basically, we're going to just throw everything in here. So all the ingredients we were talking about to begin with. Yep. It's putting out some heat too. Up here choking. Alright, so now that we have this added in, I'm going to go ahead and add some of that vinegar now. I'm going to cook this down for a bit. I'm not going to add any additional water right now. I may do that in a little bit once this vinegar cooks down, but I want to get kind of a good cook on this stuff. First of all, to make it softer when it blends, so I can so it's going to be a smoother sauce, and it brings out a little bit more of the flavors. So I'm going to let that go. It's probably going to go about 30-45 minutes. And as a matter of fact, let me add a little bit of water now, because I know we're going to evaporate a little bit, and we will pick it up in 35-40 minutes. So here we are after about 35 minutes of cooking. Basically what I've done is I've cooked the carrots all the way through, the garlic's cooked all the way through, and it's just going to make it easier to blend everything up, so when we go to strain it, there's not going to be as much pulp left over. So anyway, I'm going to let this cool probably for another 35-40 minutes, then we'll get onto the blender. We are in the home stretch, guys. Here's kind of our pepper mix. Let's go ahead and throw this in the blender. Now it's at this point that we will start adjusting any flavors that we want, whether it be salt, sugar, more vinegar, whatever. We'll go ahead and hit it with a dash of cumin. Get this bad boy going. Everything is finally blended. Now I'm going to go ahead and just run it through this strainer just in case. Let me grab this phone and I'll be back to that. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. I had to take a little business call, but let's only took a few seconds. Let's go ahead and run this through. The main reason I'm running this through isn't because I think I need to, but I did have that Mexican oregano in there, so sometimes those can be a little flaky. So this looks kind of a little thick. I may taste this and either add some water or some vinegar to it. But it does look like I need to add a little bit more vinegar, so I'm going to go with about 1/3 of a cup of vinegar. And it's also going to need a little bit of salt. As far as the sweetness, it's pretty, you know, you can taste the sweetness. It's not overly sweet. It's kind of what I'm looking for in a hot sauce. Now I'm going to go ahead and jar this stuff up. And just judging from the taste of it, this is like incredible. I mean, it is hot, but it's not scorching hot. I will bring you guys back and I will take a taste test. You know what? I'm going to bring the camera back and I'm just going to taste this as is. I'm probably going to be having this with some tacos tonight. But let's just bring it back and see what's up. Alright guys, so all this stuff has been done. I ended up with about 1.25 quarts of this. Let's see what it tastes like. I'm going to get about a little half of a teaspoon here. I'm going to say that's pretty hot. All those flavors come through though. The sweetness from the fruit, the savoriness from the oregano, all that kind of stuff. Man, you gotta try this. But anyway, we have 1.25 quarts here. I will probably go through this, or my family will probably go through this, and I would say in about, I'd say tonight we're gonna go through 1/4. But we're probably gonna go through this in about 10 days, a week. Anyway, if you like hot sauce, you gotta give this a try. I've seen a lot of hot sauces, haven't seen a lot with fresh oregano. Try that twist. And anyway, hope this gives you some ideas. Make it your own. Thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out. That is hot.